Have you ever wondered why someone would leave a high-paying job to pursue a passion that pays less? Or why some people donate large sums to charity while keeping only a small portion for themselves? Maybe you've noticed a friend suddenly becoming very religious, or a colleague with an engineering degree starting to work in a restaurant. These seemingly puzzling behaviors can be explained by a fascinating theory of human motivation developed by psychologist Abraham Maslow. In this video, we'll dive deep into Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a groundbreaking concept that sheds light on the driving forces behind human behavior. Maslow proposed that people are motivated by 5 categories of needs: physiological, safety, love, self-esteem, and self-actualization. But here's the interesting part. These needs don't all come into play at once. Instead, they emerge in a specific order, with each new need appearing only after the more basic needs have been satisfied. Let's break it down. At the very bottom of Maslow's pyramid are our most fundamental physiological needs. These are the absolute basics required for survival, things like food, water, shelter, and sleep. Without these, nothing else matters. It's hard to worry about your career goals when you're starving, right? Once those basic needs are met, we start to think about safety. This includes physical safety, of course, but also financial security, health, and a stable environment. It's only when we feel reasonably safe and secure that we can start to focus on higher-level needs. The next level up is love and belonging. This is where our social needs come into play. We seek out friendships, romantic relationships, and a sense of community. We want to feel connected to others and to be part of something larger than ourselves. After that comes self-esteem. This is where we start to care about things like recognition, status, and feeling respected by others. We want to feel competent and accomplished in our chosen fields. Finally, at the very top of the pyramid, we have self-actualization. This is the need to fulfill our potential, to become the best version of ourselves that we can be. It's about personal growth, creativity, and finding meaning in life. Now, let's consider the life of Tom, a 30-year-old individual, and see how Maslow's theory explains his journey through life. When Tom was fresh out of college, his main focus was on finding a job that could pay the bills and put food on the table. These were his physiological needs taking priority. He wasn't too picky about the job itself, he just needed something to survive. Once Tom had a steady income and a roof over his head, he started to think about his future. He began saving money and looking for a more stable career path. This shift in focus represents Tom moving up to the safety level of Maslow's hierarchy. With his basic needs met and feeling secure, Tom then turned his attention to his social life. He started dating more seriously, made an effort to maintain friendships, and even joined a local sports team. This is Tom addressing his need for love and belonging. As Tom progressed in his career, he began to seek out more challenging roles and opportunities for advancement. He wanted recognition for his hard work and to feel respected by his peers. This is the self-esteem level of Maslow's hierarchy coming into play. Finally, after years of climbing the corporate ladder, Tom realized that something was missing. Despite his success, he felt unfulfilled. This is when he decided to quit his high-paying job and start a nonprofit organization focused on environmental conservation, a cause he was passionate about. This seemingly drastic decision represents Tom reaching the self-actualization level, where he's seeking to fulfill his potential and make a meaningful impact on the world. It's important to note that Maslow's hierarchy isn't a rigid, one-way street. People can move up and down the hierarchy depending on their circumstances. For example, if Tom suddenly lost his job, he might temporarily shift his focus back to meeting his basic physiological and safety needs. Moreover, different people might prioritize these needs differently. Some might find self-actualization through their career, while others might find it through relationships or creative pursuits. The hierarchy is a general framework, not a one-size-fits-all model. Understanding Maslow's hierarchy of needs can provide valuable insights into human behavior, both our own and others. It can help explain why people make certain decisions or behave in certain ways that might otherwise seem puzzling. For instance, it might explain why a successful business person suddenly decides to donate a large portion of their wealth to charity. They've satisfied their lower-level needs and are now seeking self-actualization through altruism and making a positive impact on the world. Or it might shed light on why someone becomes deeply religious later in life. They may have satisfied their basic needs and are now seeking meaning and purpose. key aspects of self-actualization. Even seemingly irrational career moves, like an engineer choosing to become a waiter, can make sense through the lens of Maslow's hierarchy. Perhaps this individual has realized that their true passion lies in hospitality and human interaction, and they're prioritizing self-actualization over the prestige and financial security of their previous career. Maslow's theory also has implications for how we approach personal development and goal setting. It suggests that we might be more successful if we address our needs in order rather than trying to skip steps. For example, it might be challenging to focus on self-actualization if we're constantly worried about paying the bills or if we're feeling lonely and disconnected. In the workplace, managers can use this theory to better understand and motivate their employees. Providing a living wage and job security addresses lower-level needs, while offering opportunities for growth and meaningful work can help satisfy higher-level needs. In our personal relationships, understanding Maslow's hierarchy can help us be more empathetic and supportive. We can recognize that someone who's struggling financially might not be in the best position to work on self-improvement, or that a friend who's feeling lonely might need to focus on building connections before they can tackle bigger life goals. As we wrap up, it's worth noting that while Maslow's hierarchy of needs is widely recognized and influential, it's not without its critics. Some argue that the hierarchy is too rigid or that it does not account for cultural differences in how people prioritize their needs. Others point out that people can be motivated by higher-level needs even when their lower-level needs are not fully met. Despite these criticisms, Maslow's theory remains a valuable tool for understanding human motivation. It provides a framework for thinking about our needs and behaviors, and it reminds us that we're all on a journey of growth and self-discovery. So, the next time you find yourself puzzled by someone's behavior or your own, consider where it might fit into Maslow's hierarchy. You might just gain a new perspective on the complex and fascinating world of human motivation.